Okay, number 6 on the review asks, which of the following statements is not always true about a rectangular prism? Not always true. So it's always good to, let's draw one so we have one to look at. Rectangular prism has parallel and congruent rectangular bases, and the net is composed of 6 rectangles. If we unfolded that prism, we'd have a net that looked something like this. Four rectangles, and then the 2 rectangular bases that would fold over to close in that rectangular prism, that box. So it's not answer choice A because that is always true. The length is congruent to the width. No, not unless there's a square face, but it doesn't specify that. It's not, and it asks which is not always true. This is not always true. So I think B is the answer choice, but the correct answer. But let's double check the rest of these. C says the volume can be found by multiplying the length times the width times the height. Well, length times width will give us the area of the base, and then if we multiply the area of the base times the height of the prism, that will give us the volume. So that's always true. And then all angles are 90 degrees, answer choice D. That's also always true because if they're all the faces are rectangles, all the angles have to be 90 degrees. So it's definitely answer choice B. The length is not always congruent to the width. It could be, but not always. Number 7, the views below represent a 3-dimensional figure that cannot be built from cubes. Determine which 3-dimensional figure matches the views. Well, let's look at answer choice A. A would match the front and side views, but when you look down from the top view would look like a circle. Maybe you might see that point, but you definitely see a circle, so it's not answer choice A. B doesn't match any of the views. The top view of B would be a triangle. B is a triangular prism. Top view would look like a triangle. The side view would look like a rectangle. This is not even close. For C, the front view would look like this front view, but the side view would look like a rectangle, and the top view would look like a rectangle with a line down the middle. So it's not C. It's and C is also a triangular prism, parallel congruent triangles. D is a square pyramid, and from the side and the front we would see these views, and the top would look like a square with these diagonal lines. So it's answer choice D. I better do this on the next video. Okay, we'll do number 8 on the next video.